Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I just got back home from watching Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I got my little Venom shirt on, right? Before we get into the movie, please make sure to like the video if you enjoy it, and please make sure to subscribe if you like keeping up with the new movies, TV shows. We talk about all this stuff here, but let's talk about Venom, Let There Be Carnage, directed by Andy Serkis, starring Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson. And so I just kind of wanted to go into this movie with not many expectations. Honestly, all I wanted was for it to be better than the first one. And my thoughts on the first one was that I saw it in theaters as well when it first came out. I have it on the 4K Steelbook now, and I've seen it a couple of times now. And there's some things I like about it. There's some that I just don't. I just thought it was kind of boring. The villain, nothing really stands out as memorable for me. So really, for Carnage, this movie, I just wanted it to be better than the first one. That's all I wanted. And I saw some of the early reviews. You know, everyone's hearing how campy it is. You know, how funny. And this will be a spoiler-free review. I'm not going to spoil anything, especially not that post-credit scene. But I just want to tell you guys what I thought of the movie. Tell you know, like some of the things I liked, some of the things I didn't. But yeah, the movie just feels very campy. All those comedic elements from the first movie that didn't really work too much for me. You know, they're kind of all thrown in your face in this movie, right? And sometimes it did work. You know, because for the last movie, it was sort of like they didn't know what they're going for. They're trying to get serious and they were trying to get, you know, campy and funny. And it just was like a weird balance. For this one, they were like, all right, let's just throw all the camp at you. Let's just throw all the comedic elements at you. And some people may really enjoy that. Some people may find the Venom humor really funny. For me, like, I don't find it that funny. Like, sometimes I chuckle. Like, there were a couple of good jokes. But there were just so many jokes that, like, the majority of them, they just didn't resonate with me. You know, I wasn't, like, laughing. I wasn't, like, having a good time, really, throughout the movie. Even though it is a good time. Don't get me wrong. I thought Woody Harrelson did a fine job as Carnage. He doesn't really transform into Carnage. You don't really believe it's Carnage. It's just Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. Woody Harrelson's not an actor known for that much range. I've seen a couple of roles where he's actually really serious and really good. But he's just Woody Harrelson. You know, he's got the same voice, same style, and he just plays Carnage. But it was fine. He does what he's supposed to do. He's obviously connected with his girlfriend, who we've seen from the trailer. I forget her name. She's like this black canary-looking girl. She's able to scream, and her voice, you know, vibrates. We've seen this. If you know Black Canary from DC, same thing. I have no idea what her name is in this show or in this movie. But she actually does a fine job in this. Her backstory is actually pretty interesting, and there's some elements that come into light throughout the film that were shocking. There's a good little twist, and I did enjoy her character for the most part. But the main focus of this whole movie is on Eddie Brock and the relationship he has with Venom, right? Which is what we all knew going into it. And it was pretty much entertaining throughout. I was never hating on it. It has its good moments. But, you know, throughout the whole movie, we're just waiting for Venom versus Carnage, right? And I don't think the majority of the movie was anything memorable or good or great. You know, nothing stood out as great to me. It sort of like just meanders along, and I just was like, okay, let's get into Venom vs. Carnage, you know? And it doesn't happen until the back end. And then once the fight actually happens, I do think the fight was good. It did feel worth it. But it's just not a movie that like I can't wait to watch it again when it comes out on Blu-ray. You know, like I'm not gonna be rushing to go watch it again. You know, it wasn't anything that impressed me too much. Is it technically a bad movie? Maybe. You know, I don't want to get into the filmmaking level of it because it is Andy Serkis' first movie, and it is a fine. Like, it's not a bad movie at all. It's not terrible. And like I said, like I wasn't going into this expecting anything great. The first Venom movie wasn't anything great either. I was just going into this hoping it was better than the first one. And I think that's what it accomplished. So I'm going to give you guys my rating right now. I'm giving it a 2.7 out of 5, which I guess is kind of low, but it really wasn't that bad. You can have a good time with it. By the end, the post-credit scene kind of helps it. Like everyone says, the post-credit scene is pretty cool. It is pretty dope. That's all I'll say about it. And I left the theater, you know, just having a lot to talk about, you know. I went with my little brother. We were just going back and forth. He enjoyed it more than I did. So maybe for a younger audience, it's a lot of fun. And like I said, the jokes were there. Like it's what you expect, and it's better than the first. And that's all I could ask for from it. That's all I wanted. I am excited to see where this character goes now. But there's really not much else I want to cover with this review. Like I said, nothing was, for me, nothing was great. Nothing was memorable. It was kind of like your same song and dance as the first movie that I probably gave like a 2.5-star rating to. For this one, it's sort of, I'll round it up to like a 3-star from that 2.7. But overall, I enjoyed it, and I'm happy I went, and it is a good time. So I want to know what you guys thought of it. If you liked it a lot, I see a lot of good ratings. I also see a lot of bad ratings. Seems like it's in between with a lot of people. So let me know what you guys thought of it down below in the comments. And like always, please make sure to like the video if you enjoyed this, and please make sure to subscribe if you're new. And like always, please have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video.